Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Spectral Denizen Podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about black eyed children, or black eyed kids, also known as black eyed children, BEK for short. Now, I don't know what it is about children ghosts or demons who act like children or look like children that is so scary to us, but it just is. You know what I'm saying? It just is. Um, and That's what we're gonna be talking about today. It's a pretty terrifying prospect. I mean, if this is real, then we got some things to be worried about for sure. Um, because no one really knows what they are. There's theories, like always, but no one can 100% say, the BAK are this, or uh I don't know. It's really hard because I've seen some stuff. I've seen some videos on them, and I guess we can start off on what black eyed kids or black eyed children are. So it is considered an urban legend. Uh, and these black eyed kids, they resemble children between the ages of 6 and 16, and they got super pale skin. And their most notable feature, which is why they're called black eyed children or black eyed kids, is that their eyes are complete and utterly black. Like void black, you know? No iris, no pupil, just black. And that is terrifying. Lionheart, welcome into the stream. I hope you're having a fantastic day, sir. Um, but that is their most notable feature. Um, and that to me is, I think, what makes them the scariest thing is the fact that, I mean, imagine you're walking down a road and you look off to the side and you see a child. But when the child looks up to look towards your direction, you don't see eyes. And if you do make out any sense of eyes, it's just pitch black. That is terrifying. Yes, we are talking about black eyed kids. It's so terrifying, you know what I'm saying? Um, so there have been reports, obviously, of multiple worldwide reports of black-eyed children, but who's to say if it's true or not, huh? We just gotta. It's one of those things that we just kind of have to believe in. If all this other stuff exists, why don't black-eyed kids exist, right? I don't know how I feel about black-eyed kids, though. Like me personally, I don't know if I believe in them or not. Like I've seen videos, I've heard stories, but nothing remotely similar has ever happened to me. So through experience, I'm not really sure if it's a thing. But through all the accounts, worldwide accounts that there are, it's kind of hard to say if it isn't true. I mean, same goes with anything else paranormal. Um, but the voice chat is open if you would like to come in, Mr. Lionheart. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them, to be honest. Hello, sir. Let me make sure my volume is up. Let me make sure my Discord is running. Usually, when I can't hear someone, it's because usually my settings are messed up, and of course they are. Give me 1 segundo. All right. I should be able to hear you now, Mr. Lionheart.
Breaker, booty shaker.
There you go. I'll
Yep.
booty shake all day.
How you doing, my dude?
Pretty good, man. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I literally just scarfed down food. Ate it
Nice.
more or less on time.
That's good. What did you have, if I may ask?
McDonald's.
Oh, you got the macadonado.
I got the McDonald's.
That's how that's how you say it in Japanese.
Okay.
Makudonarudo.
Is that really how you say it?
That is how you say it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's just one of those words where like they don't have a Japanese equivalent for it. I mean, usually for proper names or proper nouns, they usually don't change it and just use their language's sounds to make it sound similar,
Gotcha.
But anyways, I hope you're having a fantastic day, man.
I'm okay. Yeah. I hope you had a good day too.
Well, better than having a shitty day.
That's that's good.
Yeah, I mean, mine's been quite normal. So, unfortunately, got to do the everyday work grind.
Feels
so. But now we're here pretending to be black-eyed kids with our hoods.
And that's some scary shit.
There you go. Now you guys can see my eyes. I'm just gonna stream like this for the rest of the time.
Let me look at your. Yeah, do it. Just get a black hoodie next time. And do it in the dark.
Oh, then I have to turn off my light. I gotta get up. Hold on. Like this is not how it's supposed to be. Your camera doesn't show. I mean, at least your little thingy McThinger doesn't show up. Wait.
It's a little too big.
Yeah. Good enough.
No.
But anyways, black-eyed children.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start off with the question of: have you ever seen one?
No, and thank goodness that I haven't, because I've heard stories, and some shits are scary. I mean, it's said that your gaze, them looking into you. They say the eyes are the windows to the souls, right?
Yeah, I've heard that.
The things that I've heard from them is that not only are they just peering into your soul, but it's as if they're taking your soul right with their gaze, because it's just unwavering and it doesn't move. It's a very unsettling. It's unobstructed. So yeah, and the fact that they're all kids, it's crazy. It's really scary. So no, I haven't seen one, and thank goodness that I haven't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone has ever said, "Oh, I wish I encountered a black-eyed kid." Unless they're skeptical, I guess. Skeptics usually say stuff like that.
And usually pay the iron price.
Yeah. But so you actually know someone who's seen one.
So my friend is Peruvian.
Okay.
My friend is Peruvian, and me and her, we were talking and whatnot, and we usually like. I don't like, me. I don't like scary shit.
Yeah.
Okay, it terrifies me. especially things like this. This is in the realm of the paranormal. I don't fuck with the paranormal. Those all that stuff. Nah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she brought up the topic. What about these kids? Um, have you ever heard of these kids? The ones with the black eyes. And I'm like, um, are they possessed? Because we had just finished watching Supernatural and whatnot.
Hmm.
And she says, no, these guys are an actual thing. Um, these guys are an actual thing. These are actual children that have black eyes, not a single ounce of white anything in them, and it's said that they're the evil spawn of a demon. I forgot what demon it was. I asked her,
Interesting.
what is it that they do? She says, well, there were reports that there was a school in Peru that at first they thought it was haunted and whatnot because they started going after the kids. And then it turns out that uh, uh, kids, they started behaving very strangely, where especially the ones that were usually rowdy and everything
Hmm.
were quiet and very still and whatnot. And then all of a sudden they broke off, in screams. They started screaming, and a whole bunch of kids throughout the school started doing it. They had to close down the school for like a week or whatever. But one of the kids, she said, according to what she says, right? I don't know how much I believe it, but according to what she said that her friends, uh, what was the relationship? Her friend's mom's friend, I guess, had a daughter who went missing, and she went up and she came by some couple of weeks. The mom saw her, and she said that when she saw her, her kid was there physically, but she was gone. Her eyes were just black.
Hmm.
It wasn't her kid. She felt a very chilling presence, and whatnot. So she just left. That's according to what she said, anyway. Um,
It's crazy.
didn't ask her too, huh?
I said that's crazy.
I didn't ask her too much on it because honestly, it kind of freaked me out, and I kind of left it at bay. And then we haven't talked about it in like years. I think it's been a good 4 years since we touched that topic.
Hmm.
Um, just the concept of black-eyed children just wandering about, with the things that I heard about, them basically more or less eating off and siphoning your soul off, with their stare, with their gaze.
Hmm.
I might very well be wrong, with different things. There are different legends and whatnot, um, but I personally have not encountered them, and I haven't.
I see. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like that legend at least sounds a lot different than the legends that I've heard or that I've
Well,
read and seen.
what have you heard? Or have you
So
seen any?
I've never seen one. And I'm glad I haven't. Um, but I actually don't know anyone close that has ever seen one, which is why in this topic I'm not gonna lie, and I'm gonna say I'm a little skeptical on it.
Okay.
Um, you're the first person that I know that knows someone that even remotely has come to see these children, and it's almost sounds like a whole different kind of urban legend. Um, but obviously with its similarities of having the children with black eyes. Um, so the version I've heard is where these children they uh they usually end up coming to knock at your door,
Hmm.
and they knock on your door, and you either open the door or you look through a peephole, to see who's knocking, and you see these children. But at first, most of them, at least from the encounters and the stories, most of them are wearing like hoodies. They're hooded, so you can't originally see their eyes until you open the door and you talk to them. Is when they look up at you and they stare at you with these void eyes. Um, and they don't really do much. They just kind of like scare the crap out of people. But um, this is where like some people say they're very like vampire like. So their whole goal is to get you to invite them into your house, because if you don't, they can't go in. Um, and a lot of people are saying they're demon like, because the few stories of, I guess, that they've speculated of people who have let them in for who knows what reason. After seeing the eyes, you would think they'll be like, "Nah, get out of here." Um, the people disappear, like never to be found, and that's most of the stories that I've seen and heard of these black eyed kids. Um, and then the other stories I've seen is like they're on the side of the road and they ask for help. They ask like, "Oh, can you take us here?" Or like uh please help us, take us home. They just want to get inside your car. Um Stuff like that. I've never actually heard of anything about them stealing souls. Like the worst.
No, it feels as if it steals their souls. I don't think that they actually do.
Oh, okay.
But um um from what I know, sorry to cut you off. From what I know, from what I've learned, I guess, because every country has different how do I say it? Legends, right?
Mhm.
I guess every country has different legends. um Involving certain things. This could very well be one of them. I've never heard of them knocking under your door. From what you make it, from what you're saying, them trying to gain entry to your house and whatnot. Uh, I've never heard of that. But
Mm.
then again, to be fair, I've also don't know that much with the black eyed children, much more than what what I told you.
Mhm.
Other than that, it just really freaked me out. Plus, for me, looking at the black eyed children, the one I'm staring at my screen right now, uh, kind of reminds me of possession, and I have a real thing when it comes to possession because I've actually seen that up front.
I
So,
see.
other thing that kind of freaks me out about the black eyed children. But I don't know. Maybe it's different. I don't know. Or do you even know where the urban legend of black eyed children originated from? Is it American?
Yes, so it originated in America and it's spread around the world actually, where most of the reports after it kind of blew up actually were coming from Britain, from the UK, and that's what makes it a little weird to hear you like tell it, I guess, very differently, because most of the accounts worldwide have been exactly the same, which is what makes me think that that story
Might be
that you
something
told
else.
me was like a one of.
On one of what do you mean?
Like it's something that's similar but not the same. Like it
Not
wasn't
quite.
the black like a black eyed kids encounter.
Maybe.
Cause yeah, cause from what I've seen, pretty much anywhere. in the world that where they tell stories about them, it's kind of the same thing where they try to gain entry somewhere to, I guess, try to screw you over.
Why?
That's they're evil. They need to eat, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know what they do. I From the few people that have, I guess, fallen into their tricks, they just disappear, never to be seen again. Which is sad. And I mean, there's movies about it. I think there's like three movies. I've never personally seen them. But apparently the first ever account, I think, was in 1998. Yeah, 1998, and it happened in Texas, of all places.
Where do you see the urban legends? Because I'm having a hard time looking at them, looking for them.
I have two tabs open. I have one from Wikipedia, which I don't trust too much, and this other one who seems like it's from an episode
From a podcast thing?
of the Urban Legends, I think it's called. And it's like a transcript of the episode, and it kind of goes over like the history, and it seems like a little more well thought out. So I'm gonna send you a message here with what I'm looking at. So it's like I said, it's a transcript, so it's showing like what's going on in the episode. But yeah, it says the first report of a black-eyed kid appeared in 1998. Texas reporter Brian Bethel wrote of an experience he had 2 years prior while he was sitting in his car near a movie theater. So apparently, his car got approached by two boys around the ages of 9 and 12, wearing hooded sweatshirts. One appeared as an olive-skinned, curly-haired young man, and the other a red-headed, pale-skinned, freckled young man. He opened the window a crack, and the two boys asked for a ride to their mother's house to pick up some money so they could see the Mortal Kombat movie. To this day, Bethel recalls that when the second one of the boys spoke, he felt an unnatural sense of dread. He pointed out the movie had already started and they wouldn't make it back in time. But the boys began to push harder, saying things like they were just two kids and they didn't have a gun or anything. Bethel describes their voices as mechanical and rehearsed. The strange experience culminated in terror when he realized each boy had black eyes, soulless orbs with no white showing at all. Understandably unnerved, he began to drive away, but one of the boys banged on his window and angrily cried, "We can't come in unless you tell us it's okay. Let us in." And he just like ran away, and when he looked back, they were gone.
Definitely sounds a lot more scary than what I said.
I mean, yeah, it really does.
Which cements I fear that I had them before. A little bit more. So thank you for that.
Yeah. And it's saying that the most run-ins with this creature is just people report having nightmares and agoraphobia, which is fear of going outside. But let's see. Yeah, in England is where most of the sightings have came from, which is weird. Yeah, but some people say it goes all the way back to like 1982 and worse.
Oh, you said you're skeptical on it. Why is that?
I think I'm skeptical on it mainly just because I haven't experienced or had never known anyone that experienced something like that. So to me, it's like while there's like I guess thousands of accounts online, it's like usually any of the other things that we've talked about or are considered paranormal and most of them I've actually either known someone or been through it myself. And the natural like person who uses science to back pretty much everything up tells like it kind of pushes me away from believing that it's true since it but I mean what are the chances it's going to happen to everyone, you know? Maybe I'm just one of those people who it hasn't happened to or will never happen to, but I don't know, it discourages me a bit.
Um, no, I believe it because can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay. I believe it. 'Cause to me, they're sort of demonic. I feel like they're demonic,
hmm,
and I know that those things exist. I mean, I only recently learned a couple things regarding demons and whatnot, but they still scare the shit out of me.
yeah,
Uh, so regardless, I'm still going to always have a sort of fear for them. Um, that being said, these things they seem demonic to me, and I believe in them. I just do. I just do. Not a very good excuse. It's not a very good little thing, but um, I tend to believe more in this than I would if somebody told me, "Oh, I saw Bigfoot."
I see.
You might think that I'm weird. Okay, if you do,
That's interesting.
but
No, I mean it's not weird. I mean we all believe what we want to believe, and you know, based off our experiences and what we lived through, I think that pretty much dictates what we're willing to believe and what we aren't. Um, like for me, in that same example, is like I would I would think Bigfoot would be a little more possible since it's you know it's we have not discovered every type of species or like of animals that are out there. Like it's more scientifically probable that Bigfoot would exist over something like the black-eyed children who there is literally no evidence besides word of mouth that they exist.
there's we have sort of proven that large things like Gigantopithecus, for example, which would probably be the closest example to a Bigfoot, or even Megalodon, for example, have gone extinct. Have
Yeah.
existed and they're gone extinct. They're just too large to have survived such an extinction level event as the Earth has gone through. And not to change the subject or anything, that's the reason why I personally would believe more. Okay, so black-eyed children are a little bit more real. You know, they're this paranormal. They're a little bit more real. Demons are real. Angels are real. Real ghosts and all these things are more real. I believe in them. But the scientific proof of that these giant creatures like Gigantopithecus, for example, um, eh, are gone. So the fact that you would tell me I've seen a Bigfoot, I would not believe you because I know we have kind of proven that. Science has, at least.
We've proven that yeah, there are remains of them, but I mean, science can't without a doubt prove that they've all gone. Um, like there's been evidence popping up of stuff like the possibility of the megalodon like possibly still existing, and the megalodon is huge. I mean, given that it is in the sea, so I guess more probable that it would survive something like a extinction level event.
The food source,
Um,
what I'm getting at, for both creatures.
that the thing is, like, at first, I think there's evidence that proves that size wouldn't matter in how deep you are in the ocean. And I mean, and same thing with like the food source. Like you see, like the blue whales, they're ginormous and they live off of freaking plankton. So I believe that scientifically, whether it be an anomaly or something like so far fetched as a gigantic like whale living off of the tiniest of fish is possible, since we have some examples that we see today. And it's just it's crazy the things that nature can come up with, to be honest.
I agree. Taking a page out of Ian Malcolm's book from Jurassic Park, Life Will Find a Way. I agree. Um, Again, and to not to change the because obviously this is your podcast and everything. I don't want to change the subject from one thing to another. I think it would make a great topic for future podcasts, but um, and I can see why you are uh skeptical, on black-eyed children. Um,
And
a lot of people have that mentality. If it didn't happen to me, are they really real type thing. I
yeah.
don't really see you casting it out completely though, and that's what I respect.
Oh no, definitely not. The possibility is there. The world is a crazy place. Where I think pretty much anything is possible. Um, and if they were connected to demons, obviously I believe in demons. So if they were someone, because the running theory is that they're not connected to demons, but if they were, because some people still believe that they are, then that for me would solidify, okay, these things do exist because they're connected to. At I don't like using this word for specifically stuff like this, but people do think they are demons. Um, I would say, like in humans, there's evil spirits and there's good spirits. I don't really like to use those classification of words like demons and angels. More so because I'm not religious, and I see those as kind of religious terms. But I I if there would be enough, I guess, accounts or evidence to show that they would be linked to what they would consider a demon, I think I would be more prone to believing in it.
Okay. What other stories have you heard from them
So
about these things?
and this is another reason, I guess, to go into why I'm a little skeptical. Um, there was this big YouTube channel who based their whole channel around the Black Eyed Kids. They went out looking for them, and they apparently created this sound, this like sound wave, I guess this frequency, that's what it's called. Um, where it would actually attract Black Eyed Kids, and their channel went on for a long time, and they would play the frequency, and oh and behold, there would be Black Eyed children at their doorstep, and they had video evidence, and it was a crazy channel. It was like terrifying. Um, and then at the end, like their last video, they said that they had made all that up. That it was just a show. That it was they had always wanted to do it, and they did it. And I don't even know if it was like purposeful that they said, oh, it's all a joke, or if they got caught and they just came clean after. Um, but it's the only like real, like hard evidence that was out in the internet at that point, and it was all fake. And I think that was a little disheartening as well. Of like, oh, well. Like this was literally all fake. So how much can I believe?
Channel was this?
You know what? I'm pretty sure the channel had Black Eyed Kids in their name. Let's see if I can try to find it real quick because I think they took it down.
I am actually very interested in what you just said. But but I also kind of don't want to take the risks because because if I freaking play it, somebody shows up on my at my door, I'm gonna flip.
I mean, just don't let them in. That's what they say. That's the catchphrase. Just don't let them in.
But if you live with someone, mention that the people who let them in disappear. If you
Hmm.
live with someone and the person that you live is the one that let them in, that put the other person at risk too.
That's an interesting question. I don't think they've ever gone into specifics about it, but I'm pretty sure once they're let in, like everyone in the house is messed up. It would kind of make sense. Let's see.
I'm terrified.
Yeah, I mean it's a scary thing. Like if they do end up being true, like they're really scary. Like I mean they from the stories, other stories that people have shared, like they're very forceful, and if anyone who believes in the paranormal know when an entity is very um resilient and they keep pushing and pushing, it whittles down um at your sense of being able to resist, and that's one of I think that's one of the scariest type of entities when they're relentless and they're like, I'm gonna get what I want. And these black eyed children strike me as one of those entities where they will not stop until they get what they want.
Appear only at night.
From the stories that I've heard, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen black eyed children come out in the day, or I haven't heard any accounts. Yeah, so I'm looking
I'm
through
asking these
YouTube and I
questions just in case something
just in
happens.
case.
There's a number I don't. Because listen, I'm not the only one that lives here, you know.
Yeah,
And my brother goes out at night a lot. He, he know what he has to do every night.
yeah.
And so, I'm thinking, especially at night, if he happens to come across, if he's outside, if once he steps outside the house and he sees him, he's done, right?
Oh no, he could see them, and as long as you don't let them in, like you have to verbally say yes, you can
I'm
come
saying
in.
he's like outside the house at this point.
If he's outside, I'm pretty sure like the most they do is follow him. But once he gets inside somewhere where they don't have permission, he'll be fine. Because they don't outright just attack people. Like they try to mess with them, I guess, first, and try to get them to let down their guard.
All right, time to exercise Second Amendment rights.
Yep, pretty much. I'm looking for this YouTube
I
channel.
figured I see it in your eyes.
It's weird because I remember this, and then like now that I'm looking it up, it's like nowhere to be. At least, oh wait, hold on.
Six,
No, that's a game or something. I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's weird. I haven't been able to find it because I specifically remember that whole frequency thing where like they were playing a song on or like that they were playing the frequency through a radio and um they had like
About to
videos and
hate
stuff.
myself for what I'm about to do. Protect me. Black-eyed children frequency.
I know I'm looking that up too, and I don't can't seem to find it. Oh, every time I get that urban legend thing, but it's missing the word frequency. It's like the camera trap.
Children with black eyes, dead animals found at feces littered homes. Oh,
Like I can't. I mean, I didn't dream this shit up. You know, this is one of those things where like you saw it and then like it just disappears off the face of the earth.
no, yeah, no, I believe you. I believe you. So,
Like I like me personally. I don't think I would have ever thought of even mentioning a frequency to attract anything. Like I couldn't have made that up myself. See, so when stuff like this happens, it scares me, bro. Like no way I
they're trying to
made all
make you
this up.
forget.
Yeah, I can't find
Like
anything
this
on it.
man knows too much.
What the heck?
Next thing you know, find Brian.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be gone. I'm gonna disappear one day.
Be with you.
Oh, was it this one? Oh, I think I found it.
Send it over.
Yes. Hold on, let me just make sure. I remember seeing this video,
Oh no.
but I don't remember if it goes over the whole thing, but it from what I scanned, it does mention the Black Eyed Children, so I think this is it. I'm not crazy, I swear. So apparently it was a top 10. It was called Fantastic Daily, the name of the channel. I'm gonna watch this once the podcast is over, but I'm pretty sure it was this one. And everything they did on their channel was completely just fake, made up by them.
Inside of Mind, is that the one that you're talking about?
Yeah, but the name of the actual channel was called Fantastic Daily.
To have two black.
Oop. Yeah, right now it's talking about black eyed children and like 5 minutes into the video. I got a bunch of views and Black Eyed Kids Experiment. I think that's where they talk about the frequency and
Signal that would attract black eyed
a signal. Yeah, so I'm listening to it right now.
I remember that video.
Hey,
And I
kids getting
played it
arrested.
outside of my house for a week with a camera. And then one day, after 5 days of doing this, 5 days later, a black-eyed kid shows up to my front porch, and I got it on camera.
Many people took interest in this.
Yeah, this video. Well, glad I found it. That makes me feel less crazy.
They're not out to get to you.
Yeah, not yet. Let me keep doing this podcast and getting famous, and maybe they'll cancel me one day. They'll silence me.
Ooh, don't say that. Because I'm on here too, and that means that I'm next, homie.
They gotta get through both of us.
No.
Don't do it. But I mean, sadly, apart from what we've discussed, there's not much else to go off of Black-Eyed Children. Like, we can, for funsies, I guess, go through some people's experiences on them. Like, read some of them, and then this is one of those subjects that's like pretty cut and dry. Is like they're evil black-eyed children who try to do whatever it is they do to people, make them disappear.
It's like a typical Tuesday to them.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah, no, they've made movies and stuff, but apart from that,
I've
there's
never seen any of the movies, have you?
I haven't. I'm actually interested in. There's I think there's one called Black. I think it's just called Black-Eyed Children.
That's one of the things that I saw when I was doing the research.
Oh yeah, Black-Eyed
But,
Children, Let Me In.
If you do happen to watch it, because I'm telling you right now, I'm not watching it.
Yes.
But if you do happen to watch it, tell me about it. Give me a call. All that shit. 'Cause, I'm definitely not going to watch it. I'm not touching it.
Did you watch that other movie I told you to watch?
I was about to, and then I chickened out.
Yes. That brings me great pleasure. I'm sorry.
Why?
I love seeing people get scared. I don't know. It's funny to me.
If I was there, I would have a blast in scaring my ass.
I mean, I know you've been through some shit, and that's why you're scared of stuff like that. But and this is what I guess is interesting to me is that the same experiences can make people react and become very different, like, and have very different results. Like, for me, I've seen and been through some really scary shit, and it just made me more interested in it. Like, it's like I want to see more in the safest way possible because I know what they're capable of.
I think that that's with everyone though, because it's kind of like how it's kind of like the same reason why people eat spicy stuff. You know, eat it. You know that it's hot. You probably can't handle it, but then you'll still go in for more.
Hell yeah.
I think it's kind of like that where it happens to you. You see some shit happen, and you're interested. Like, I'm not gonna watch the movies, but talking about them, yeah, I'll talk about them. Everybody loves a good scary story.
True that.
You know? I think there are still going to be certain aspects. Like, I enjoy, like, listen, about half the stuff that we've talked about so far, and I'm pretty sure that we will talk about throughout the longevity of the podcast, because this whole thing has oodles and oodles of topics and subjects that we can talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that throughout the future of the podcast, there are going to be certain things that I will not want to see or hear. Mainly see, in real life and stuff. But I absolutely have no problem talking about it. I enjoy talking about and learning and hearing these things, but that's about it. And that's the most thrill that I'm going to get out of these things. I'm not going to want to watch a movie.
Yeah, and I think that's where we differ on the whole chili example you were giving, or what are they called? Uh oh my god, I'm blanking out.
Fucking, it's on
Analogy.
the
There
tip
you
of my tongue,
go.
too. There you go.
Is like
Only a bad one, but hey.
yeah, some people will like go in for more or try spicier stuff, even though they know they're gonna get freaking heartburn. That's me, bro. Like I literally get heartburn, but like some of my favorite snacks or foods like have a bunch of like chili on it, and I'm just like, I'm gonna eat the crap out of this, like, and I don't care like how much things happen, like it's happening. Um, and the same thing with like scary stuff. Like I'll watch the movies, I'll watch the videos, I'll read the stories. I'll when something happens like to me in real life, I'll go investigate it. Like I'll run towards the problem instead of running away from it.
Fuck that, bro. I got self-preservation skills on high. Preservation skill. If I see them kids, at my door, I'm going out the back. Or I'm exercising Second Amendment rights.
I mean, I think black-eyed children specifically, it's safer to stay inside. Just cover your ears, go to sleep, put some headphones on. Self-preservation. What's that? I don't know that word.
Clearly, I'm gonna end up dying sooner than me.
Probably. I already know it because I don't know. It's just something about this whole subject that makes me so curious, and I want to know, dude. I'm Tarzan. I want to know.
Curiosity, I get. Curiosity, I get. I don't think that unless there's like actual proof that is, I guess, this that says no, these things don't exist.
Yeah,
They shouldn't exist.
that's
I
true.
mean, not that they shouldn't exist. That then at that point it'll be understood that okay, it's understandable that why you don't believe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for me, I tend to believe in this stuff a little bit more than what I should, and I'm gonna stick with it.
Stick to your
I
guns.
feel like me knowing about it or me having a little bit of knowledge of it, me knowing what to expect is going to increase my odds of survival. Because at the end of the day, that's all what it is about for me.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. But to answer Golden's question, any major bits you missed? I think the main points. Oh, we're getting a Stone Family raid, yo. Maddie coming up here. Let's go. It's
Is it
64.
Stone Family? Stone Family 64?
It's just exclamation point 64.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, easy enough, huh?
All right, I'm about to change my command.
I ain't trying to rack my brain, bro. So I think I remember Maddie calling you Eon. So if it's okay with you, I will call you that. Welcome in, Raphael. Welcome in. Hope you guys are having an amazing night, and I hope the stream went well. Did you get the shiny, Maddie? Did you get the shiny Dialga? Or were you SOL? Neo. Okay, you know what? I have
Eon?
dyslexia. Okay, no, I don't, but I'm dumb, so that counts. Yes, I did. I said Eon. It's because I was thinking of Leafeon and Glaceon and Vaporeon,
All the eons.
all the Eons. But Neo, welcome into the stream. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Everybody, everyone here is probably already subbed to Maddie, but for anyone who's rewatching this, please do go subscribe to Stone Family 64. Amazing content creator. You guys are missing out if you're not already subscribed. Philly cheesesteak. What is up, my man?
Hey,
Welcome in. How are you doing? We're talking spooky stuff, guys. If you guys are into spooky things, I was just about to give synopsis of all the things Lionheart and myself have been talking about for the past almost hour now.
Do you
How
have a
time
command for Philly by
flies.
chance?
Was that?
Command for Philly, by the way, or no?
Or maybe? I don't remember, to be honest. Try them all.
Could try 'em.
910 encounters for the Alga. It's officially my longest hunt on the channel. Yo, there you go. That's not a good thing, but hey, maybe you'll set a new record. Maybe it's the whole thing. I may not have one. It's been a while.
I'm just trying every iteration that I could think of.
There you go. They just flood the chat.
I'm not gonna do.
But yeah. So synopsis of what we have been talking about. We have been talking about Burger King. No, I'm just kidding. We were talking about black-eyed children or black-eyed kids, commonly referred to as BEK for short. The stream's been going well, Maddie. It's been going pretty well. Some interesting topics have came up. So yeah, black-eyed children. So they're this evil little kids. The black-eyed peas, exactly. There you go. See, all the commands worked. They were just late. I'm just kidding.
Well, I just found the link.
I know. I was messing around. And basically, they're this evil spirits who like to make people disappear by tricking people into inviting them in their homes / cars and just making them come out in milk cartons. You know what I'm saying? Pretty creepy stuff. Unfortunately, I have to head out since it's almost 5 a.m. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to catch another stream. Have a good one. Thank you so much, Neo. I really do appreciate you coming in. And yeah, get some rest, man. 5 a.m. You are crazy. I miss those days where I could just stay up and not have to worry about going into work the next day. So more power to you, and thank you for coming by. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, I think that's the major bits. I mean, there's stories from all around the world, more notably here in America and in England. And Lionheart told us a story about one of these black-eyed kids encounter. And you said it was in Peru?
Yeah, but based off of what you're saying, though, like you said, it's very well possible that either it's a different iteration of the legend, or it could just be something else entirely. It didn't happen to me.
Nonetheless, it had a child with black eyes, so we're gonna count it. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I think black-eyed kids are pretty cut and dry. They're scary. So if you guys ever encounter one, make sure to take a picture and so I could upload it to my OnlyFans. Neo's probably gone, but thank you so much for subbing. I really do appreciate it.
What was I gonna say? You mentioned before you were skeptical and whatnot, but you read the legends and everything. And you still think that they're scary. On a scale of 1 to 10 for you, as far as a fear factor, what would you rank them?
10. An absolute 10. And
okay.
The only reason is, for some reason, I don't know why, children, anything having to do with paranormal and children just absolutely scares the crap out of me.
Believe it. I share the same sentiment.
It's like, bro, it goes as far to the point where, like, I don't know if you guys have ever played Luigi's Mansion, but when you have to fight the little kid in his crib, I don't care how cartoony it was, that was scary as hell. I was not about to fight no baby in a crib.
The baby can have the house.
Kicking him in the head. Just drop kick him. Paranormal in children is the scariest thought, bro. It really is. I have not played the game on the channel yet, I think. But in the game Layers of Fear, great game by the way. There's a part where you have to go into the main character's child's room, and the imagery and noises that go down in that room are PTSD inducing. Like, I will forever remember that part of the game. And every time I replay the game, because I'm a masochist apparently, I dread getting to that part. It is not okay. But yes, I think Black Eyed Kids are absolutely terrifying. Like in my head, I could hear them like asking to come in and like knocking, and then like the more you deny them, like the more like dread inducing their voice becomes, and it starts like distorting, and it starts going into like this guttural sound that with like reverb that shakes the house and like they eventually go away, but then like it leaves you with the trauma.
No, scary shows or movies, how they have the echoey, faraway children's laugh.
Yes.
That's what I'm picturing in my head every single time, dude. Fucking creepy.
That is not okay. Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know what it is about hearing a baby laughing in the middle of the night. That is just chill, just spine curdling. All right, I gotta head to bed, my friends. Y'all have fun. Thank you so much, Maddie, for the raid. I really do appreciate you. You are the
Good night, Matt.
bestest. And yeah, go have some nightmares on Black Eyed Children. I mean, what?
That. Have a good night, Matt. That wish someone nightmares, especially on a creepy ass subject like this one, dude.
Bruh, I mean, I think I've mentioned this prior, but I pretty much a default to having nightmares, so it's not fun. It is not fun at all. Okay, now I guess we can bring up the question. I mean, I think we've pretty much answered it. Do Black Eyed Children ever grow up? No. They stay around the ages of 9 to 16 from what I've seen. I had a question and it's just gone now. I don't know what I was gonna say. Definitely having a nightmare after listening to y'all.
Hey,
Yo, we're getting another raid? Yo, let's
is it Inferno
go.
or
It's Inferno Man's. I'm just kidding. It's I think it's Landon. Yeah, I think it's exclamation point Landon. Welcome in Oathkeeper Bry. Welcome in Alan. Enzo, welcome in. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are having a fantastic night. There's the man, the myth, the legend, Infernal Man's himself. 2 nights in a row, Landon raids the same person as me. Yo. Are we getting raided by gamer? Oh my god, no freaking way. That's... Yo, the triple threat? The back to back to back? No freaking way, guys. Holy crap. I want to scream right now, but it's late.
And actually, I was in his his stream a little earlier, so I might as well. That too.
Triple trouble for reals. Yo, welcome in Game Reviews. Or how we like to call him, Max. with 7 X's. I'm just kidding.
Sure, y'all like and subscribe if y'all haven't already.
Yes, everyone who
amazing,
came
man.
in, please do like and subscribe to both Maddie, Stone Family 64, and Inferno Man, and Game Reviews. Please, everyone, just sub to each other. Just make a big sub sandwich.
There you go. I
That-
like that.
That's perfect, Golden. That is perfect.
Oh yeah, I'm a winner.
Neither of them shined, bro. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. You'll get them soon enough.
It looks
Well,
like
thank
got
you for
one back.
subbing, Enzo. I do appreciate it. Wait, is Enzo leaving or was he saying goodnight to Maddie? I am muck confused now. Nice person was able to help me with my Pokedex. That is awesome. Oh, I'm gonna mispronounce the hell out of that name, and I do apologize. Is that Ere? Correct me if I'm wrong. But welcome in. I hope everyone who just came in is having a fantastic night. And that's okay? Okay, perfect. That's a little reassuring. I it's like I don't like mispronouncing people's names. If no one
We don't.
subscribes, everyone will take your kneecaps.
Oh, no.
Anyways, back to the Black Eyed Peas. Their song Pump It is probably one of the best songs I've ever heard. Monty Bryan. Oh wait, are you saying do you hear what happened to Monty? And then you said my name.
Yeah.
Or are you talking about Monty Bryan?
No, his dog.
But no, man, I've been out of touch of Discord lately. I just been taking a break from social medias and whatnot. So that's your dog, right? Oh shit, man! I'm so sorry to hear that. That is not okay. I'm so sorry to hear that, but
Broke my heart.
an accident is an accident, man. I mean, if the guy did it on purpose, then screw him. But man, that's just things that are out of our realm of being able to do anything about it. So all I can offer is my condolences, man. That's I've lost too many a pet in my time, and I know that shit hurts. So I really do apologize and my condolences. So the guy just did it and left. What an asshole. I'm sorry. That's not okay. Yeah, if you do find the guy, I'll fly over there just to beat the crap out of him.
And I'll fly over there too.
That is not okay. My deepest condolences. I hope something like that you don't forget. So I at least hope that your mourning phase passes quickly so you could at least remember him in a good light. Yeah, we'll all fly over there. We'll freaking I was gonna say something very inappropriate. We'll we'll make him pay. I'll leave it at that. Um
Inappropriate things throughout the.
I agree, Ari. I agree. Buckshot incoming for sure. Mom doesn't want to get another dog, but the cat is lost without him being around, so she's thinking of getting another car, bro. Let's go, dude. Just get another car for your cat, dude. That's that's one way to get over it. I know. I'm just kidding, dude. I gotta.
makes me really sad. The fact that the other animals feel the loss
Yeah,
shows you how close animals can be to one another, different species, and that breaks my heart.
definitely. I agree, but I gotta at least try to make y'all laugh before, bring some light into a shitty situation. So I'm sorry if I meant no disrespect, but it was just kind of funny that your mom was getting a car for your cat. I'm sorry. She refused to drink water outside of the dog's bowl. Oh, damn. Yeah, I mean, when animals grow up together, they get close, and they sadly take it the hardest because they don't understand why they're gone. There you go. Golden can help you out. This is what we do here. We're a community, and we help each other out. And if black eyed kids ever came up to anyone's doorstep, you know,
All
we'll
on
be
your
there
own,
for you
'cause
guys.
y'all all on your own. Don't ask me for help.
Never mind, Lionheart's a little. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, I'm a bitch when it comes to them shits. Fuck yes. Self-preservation. Okay? Self-preservation. I'm
Just-
full of it.
Just don't listen to him, guys. If just listen to me. If anything like that ever happened to you guys, I would be there for you guys.
I'll tell you something right now. Y'all want help fighting a coyote, a wolf, a bear, a lion? I got y'all. Right? I got y'all. When it comes to fighting some things that you just can't throw hands at, and apparently things that look like these guys, absolutely not. No.
Dude, you
Like
just
that.
gotta people's elbow them, dude. Just gotta
Like that.
clothesline these kids, and they'll leave you alone, dude.
Yeah, okay. Absolutely not.
Oh man. Well, for any of you newcomers who are in here, have you guys ever encountered or known anyone who's encountered said black-eyed kids, or do you even know what they are? That's always good to know. Like how common is something like this? That's interesting. Just clothesline those kids. Out of context, that sounds equally as amazing. Does anyone know who I should shiny hunt after I get the charm? Whatever your favorite Pokemon is.
The Pokemon world is yours. They're just living in it, dude.
Exactly. So many different ways to shiny hunt. You could go in order of Pokédex. You could go by your favorites. Leave your least favorite at the end.
Let me hunt Lugia. Lugia's a badass.
You could hunt Lugia. I got Lugia first try on Dynamax raids.
That's wild.
Very.
I think you said that too.
Yeah, I think I was in the hospital. I think I was waiting for my dad to come out of like a routine checkup or something, and I was like, I'm just gonna do some Dynamax adventures, and then like, bam! I was like, well, all right then. The world is your cloister. I would definitely recommend rephrasing that. Oh, hey,
Absolutely not. Keep it.
last unrelated thing to Bob and the gang. I'm only gonna record myself doing Komodo until I get it. So tomorrow will just be Halucha, and then it's Jinx time. Let's go. Let's freaking go.
Oh,
Oh, what's
I'll
up, Kips?
be-
Welcome in. Well, thank you for coming by. I really do appreciate it, Kips. DOB and the gang is the Black Eyed Peas. I was building off of Golden's joke. Which joke? Did I miss it?
yeah, he said back to the Black Eyed Peas.
Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, we're happy to have you here, Kips. Today we're just doing a podcast, so we're just kind of chilling and talking. about, well, we were talking about the Black Eyed Kids, but it's an easy subject to kind of get off of because I would say there's not much to go off of for Black Eyed Kids. Like it's not that much compelling evidence, I would say. Besides like stories coming out of someone's memory who can easily be flawed, or you know, going back to our first few episodes, our brains trick us all the time, so we're constantly hallucinating. It's just a scary thought. So I don't know. Black Eyed Kids are a very, I would say fairly. I wouldn't say fairly new subject, but evidence wise, I think it's very young. I think there's definitely more room to be explored in Black Eyed Kids, but so far today, not much has came out on them.
You rephrase that that it's young. I haven't heard that. I heard people refer to a topic like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of room to grow. Um, a lot of, I was gonna say something that could be taken very out of context, so I'm gonna refrain from doing that. Um, yeah, I mean, I guess that's actually pretty funny. It's they're young, and we're talking about children with black eyes. That's funny.
What would be the next subject?
Next subject. I was gonna save demons for Halloween, but that ship sailed yesterday. So I think on Thursday, this will be interesting actually. On Thursday, we can do the subject of the afterlife not in general, but like the afterlife uh pertaining to rituals and beliefs of, I guess, cultural beliefs of what happens after you pass on, mainly because the Dia de los Muertos is going to be the day before, so I think it'd be an interesting subject to talk about.
Are you planning to talk about the demons?
Eventually,
Eventually.
it's a big subject, so I like the YouTuber in me wants more people, like a lot of people, to be here for that subject
I'm just wondering.
because it's such a big subject that very debated on in the paranormal community. So, but at the same time, I don't want to just hold it off and like have people get bored or whatever. So I would say soon, no later than, it's gonna be this year. I'll say
This
that.
man says it's gonna be next year.
No, I'm not gonna make people wait that long. Um, but I yeah, definitely.
Did you talk about witches yet?
No, I haven't.
That was
That's
a topic that you wanted to touch on at some point.
yeah, that's definitely another episode. But I think to kind of celebrate the Day of the Dead, which is a big cultural thing for me. I think it'd be nice to talk about other cultures and beliefs of like what happens, what they believe happens when you're gone.
Okay.
I think that would be very interesting because yeah, tomorrow's the actual Day of the Dead. So I am not gonna be streaming at all. Pay my respects, but I think this this is a good time to just end this episode of the podcast. We got our next subject going, and we have a lot of people in here, so I think a raid is definitely imminent since we got raided by so many amazing people. I think it's the best thing to push the love forward, continue this train. And yes, I meant train in a very, very good
You
way.
Okay.
Let's see, who is streaming right now? We got any friendos streaming right now?
Let me check.
Choo choo! That's what I'm saying, Kips.
Let me refresh this. We got. I got Hesitated Cobra. Big Gaming,
Polytoad,
Athena Bell.
nice.
Athena Bella, do you remember her?
I do. I actually have her showing up on my feed too.
Do you want to rate her?
Sure, screw it. Let's do it. Shiny Hunting
What's that
Cramorant, the Cheeto Bird, nice. 24 people watching. That seems a little out of my league.
Okay. I mean, if you want to find someone else, we can. For someone smaller.
I mean, depending. If the rate is big enough, I'll do it.
Enjoy.
How many? Let's get a what's it called?
Head count.
Yeah,
I got 6 people.
attendance.
He is
This
literally
call. No,
asleep
roll
under
call.
a
There you
blanket
go.
with a blanket
Damn, dude, I'm just
under a
terms are
blanket.
You're
escaping
at a
me
loss
today.
for words
That one
today.
right. No,
Black
DZ.
head.
I have 2 heads, Golden.
Oh, I dude.
Head sounds nice. Wait, what?
I let
That
land is like, wait, what's
my
that?
little dork for you.
All right, so we got Aeray, we got Golden, we got Landon, we got Kips, we got myself, we got Lionheart.
Here to the couch and it's now crashed.
That's how many people? I didn't count. I was just saying names.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 peeps.
6 people. That's a pretty big raid. All right, let's do it. Screw it. Let's do it.
I'll
You
leave
wanna
that up
just
to you guys.
Want me to
Do
drop her
it.
link on there?
What?
Of Hooch.
Want to drop her link on here?
Oh, and Philly. Oh, definitely. We're definitely raiding. So, hashtag Latin Luigi raid. Y'all already know. And
At the link.
yes, the link.
I would
So
say
everybody go
you might
like
wanna
and subscribe to
consider
Athena Bella if you guys haven't already. Thank you so much for coming out to the podcast. Again, I will be streaming on Thursday, not tomorrow, because Day of the Dead. Thank you guys so much for everything and the big raids, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
They're not
Later,
gonna
guys.
believe you. Cody, that's right.